I know it just auto-saved, but I'm going to save manually too. Okay. I can keep working these two, or we could check for oh no, the guy at the hotel said he was there in the evening. Oh, there's the hawthorn bushes. Is there any new interactions with him though?
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
We're gonna need more endurance to get that thing down. Yeah, I can't even interact with the ladder now. Alright. But I feel like we have to let our nose go to actually climb up there and get him down. Anything new with Kuno?
Fuck, does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't.
Let me see if do I have any empathy clothes? Probably not, but... Oh, there's suggestion in the coat. I could re-roll the other thing. Alright, let's go down to the docks and talk with What's-Her-Futs. Legit want to know how to get up there. Tried the doorbells the other day. Oh, I don't remember you. You see a sturdy woman humming to herself. She seems to be browsing books. Let's open up with a little soft. A good one? Point of the book.
Hello?
She nods, her attention fully focused on reading. Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much.
Fair enough.
She's such a working class woman. Why isn't she working?
What are you doing?
Looking for something to read.
Alright, she reverts her attention to a worn out paperback. Good, good.
It is.
Alright. I feel like... Well, hopefully we can keep this conversation. I'm a policeman.
I know you are.
Alright. Do you need the help of a policeman?
What with?
Tries hard to focus on the book stand.
With a lot of things. For example, people tend to go missing.
Watch her browse books.
Her hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough, stained with yellow. It seems like she has spent a lot of time at work, smoking. Another comrade. Years of labor up
there we go.
her shoulders. She deserves a hug for all the work she's done for mankind.
That seems kind of forward. So we go for it.
You step in and close your arms around this foreign body, wandering astray in touch. There's a small movement beneath your hands as you shut your eyes. Then a tiny voice breaks out and asks,
What is happening?
She seems to be confused. Your hands are wrapped around her polyester coat. The fabric feels cold, moist from the sea nearby.
I feel like I don't want to make it more awkward than it already is.
She steps back
I go.
and returns her attention to books, pretending this hug didn't happen.
Alright, that's all for the moment. I'll let you read.
The woman before you nods and returns to her reading.
Anything new with the kid?
Hello again, sir.
Who is that?
Oh, that's Auntie Billy. She's nice if a bit distressed.
Why is she
I
distressed?
think she is a bad husband. Not very nice or helpful.
Oh. You get any other info?
That's Auntie Billy. She's nice if a bit distressed.
She's your aunt?
No, sir. She's a working woman who comes to look at the books a lot. I think she is a bad husband. Not very nice or helpful.
Okay. Let's play the husband card. Alright, maybe your husband's missing?
My husband? No, he's not.
This little girl over there told me you have a bad husband.
Excuse me? A bad husband? What
Not-
do you mean?
Not a nice and helpful sort.
Do policemen just go around repeating what some kid off the street said?
She isn't just some kid off the street. She seems very mature for her
Is
age.
she now?
She dries her hands in the apron underneath her coat. Her eyes narrow.
Annette's a sweet sprout, but she doesn't know anything about marriage. Why am I even talking about this?
Oh, that's progress. So you don't have a bad husband.
No, I don't. I have a good husband. The kind and helpful sort. And he's not missing.
So, where could he be?
I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
Where is this going, officer?
So what I'm hearing is you don't really know where your husband is.
Yes, but... I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time.
I feel like I don't like this. I should have cut it off. Wouldn't you like to? Okay. Maybe you're right. Maybe he isn't missing indeed. Although her right foot is tapping nervously. It totally help you find your missing husband.
Why are we still talking about this? I haven't lost my husband.
It's got to be something else then. Why else would you be asking her if it wasn't?
Because the option's there? Maybe your cockatoo is missing?
Don't mean to disrespect, sir, but you are being a bit of a cockatoo here.
For what it's worth, I agree. But cockatoos can't be stopped when they get ladies. It's better to indulge him at this point.
What do you mean I'm being a cockatoo?
Nothing. Go read up on them if you're so interested. There's a great book in the bookstore.
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain? Or your heraldic bird?
Actually, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Thanks for the tip.
Wonderful. The store is open.
Okay, maybe your children are missing?
No, absolutely not.
Her words out. Ooh, her words come out quick as gunshots. Okay, so where are they?
Policeman or a nanny?
All right, nanny, where are they?
Not missing, sir.
You know where they are. They're at home, smoking, giving the ladder of vices a chance.
They're at home, right? Smoking cigarettes?
What? That's just... My daughters are perfectly fine. They're with their friends down in Shamrock. There's nothing to worry about.
Why are we torturing this poor woman?
They're almost grown up now anyway.
Okay.
They're past the age they need me protecting them from everything now.
Alright, maybe you're right. Maybe they aren't missing after all. Tell me something else. I think we're done.
The woman before you nods and returns to her reading.
Alright, let's go find some books on birds. This is not where I thought this was going tonight.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Trying not to spend money if we don't have to. Got any books on birds?
Hello again, esteemed officer.
There we go.
And welcome to crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
I'm looking for a book about cockatoos.
A book about cockatoos? There should be one upstairs, right next to the shelf of biographies.
Alright, farewell for now, bookkeep.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart Vespertine detective, Dick Mullen. A sulfur-crested
There we
cockatoo
go.
sits on the cover, its beak slightly open. It looks as if the bird is calling out the book title, From A to Zurich, a guide to a well-behaved cockatoo.
Let's flip through.
Turns out that there are so many different cockatoo species, and they all have behavioral problems. You don't have
Go figure.
behavioral problems. That's garbage. You're cool.
What about this guide to cockatoos, storekeeper?
It's a must-have if you own a cockatoo. I've heard they're quite capricious.
Okay. I don't really want to buy it because I'm cool. Clearly not a cockatoo. Alright. Well, that was a fun adventure. Actually, did we get any further with that? I mean, we have to buy the book to... Look for witnesses. Get help from the union boss. We still haven't gotten in touch with the union boss. Yeah, I want to talk to What's-Her-Futz down by the docks first. And I know in the evening, like I think 7 p.m. or later, we gotta try to find the smoking guy. Wait, there's a bird. Oh, but I can't look at it. But yeah, it's looking like we're gonna have to acquire the book in some capacity. Maybe we'll just buy it.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Not an umbrella, I hope. I don't need one myself, you see.
She pats her wet raincoat. I could use a coat like that. The rain is freezing.
Sadly, I need this one myself. It's hydrophobic, repels water. Almost magically. The company makes them for offshore platform personnel. Very sturdy. What I can do for you is answer some questions. Nothing like talking to pass a rainy day.
Alright, tell me more about the strike at the harbor.
Of course. Mr. Clare told him to... How did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
That's not cool.
Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union. Of course.
Change the topic.
How else can I help?
Alright, it doesn't look like we're getting anything new there. We may, in fact, have to go deal with the fascist. Which means I'm probably going to get my ass kicked.
Trying to sneak up on me again? Trying to snuff me out? Get away, pig!
Alright, that's a dead end. I don't remember that coat hanging up there before either. Maybe I just didn't notice it before, but... Oh, the rain let up too. Oh, nice. How am I trying to go? Oh, grew back. Anything else to learn here?
The tracks are as they have ever been. A bit
Okay, it just
more
re-shows that.
perhaps. Fortunately,
I don't think I noticed I could climb up here before. Well, shit. Or no, we got up to here, but I couldn't get further down.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here.
Interesting.
When the wind ruffles the cloak, you can most definitely see a white rectangle on its back.
You son of a gun, it's a cop's cloak.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment.
He judges the drop.
You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
Alright. Take a look
The
around.
wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. That machine is a Kvalsund 1020 HK.
Alright, Kvalsund 1020 HK.
Is it? Kvalsund makes a lot of heavy equipment, but this is phenomenal, even for them. But I digress. We were focusing on your cloak here.
He looks at the sad piece of fabric flapping in the wind. You really think this cloak is mine?
The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it,
He looks over the ledge at the cold pavement below.
it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meter stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you.
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what its pockets may hide?
Oh yeah, also that. I can't save, of course. Alright. I'm gonna go for it, but
Tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
let's do it. That looked green to me.
As you leap in the
Yeah, buddy!
air, engulfs you, sharpening your senses.
Close your eyes. Let the senses, your senses take the world in the world around you.
From the tension, blood roaring in your ears, you are ready for your rendezvous with the concrete pavement below.
Continue your voyage through the salty air. Oh, powerful
The
landing.
floor welcomes you. You realize it's been a while since you felt so alive, alert, capable. Must be the adrenaline.
Hell
I
yeah.
know you could do it.
We're a badass.
Down might not have been as disco as your jump, but at least we can explore the harbor now.
Fucking finally.
With your feet firmly planted on the concrete.
Right in time for an ad, too. Perfect.
She's back in.
Alright. Well, we're going to check the pockets of this bad boy after the ad. 3-minute ad to kill pre-rolls, and we'll be right back. Or a bitski? I'd like to at least, yeah, we're going to get the poncho back, and then I want to see if we can open that door, too. For easier access later. Okay. Can wear it probably, but the replace jacket, yeah. Looks alright though. I didn't even think about the tank top. I could have used that for a little boost there. We're fine now. I like that jacket better though. Oh, you get a little hairy chest with it too. I'm down. I'm down. Let's go. Okay, so can we go open this door? Yes. Oh. Let's take a look around outside first. Then we'll check that. Collecting rainwater. All around you, great machines in quiescence. White pine trees are printed in the screen covering. It looks like a forest under snow. manipulate the crane if we need to. Wonder if we can use it to take out the Fash guy. Would you please look at the thing? Thank you. Paid industrial lettering on the platform. Gvalsund. Gvalsund means whale fjord in Arden. What are you? Nickels and pennies. Shipyard hit is oddly quiet. All the great machines are sleeping. Speaker tower is silent. There's no way to organize. No work to organize in the yard below. Oh. Musk of oil and rust comes from the chasm in front of you. It smells like blood. That seems like a pry bar job to me. Bone Series Ultra Gloves. What are those? Oh, not that one, yeah. Half light, unfiltered contact. Or for lifting cargo. Okay. I like the partially fingerless look, honestly. Industrial size thermos smells like burnt coffee. Banner sags under the weight of rain and snow. White waves on red. Alright, I guess we'll go see what that entrance is first. And also those controls. I'm probably going to save before I try to manipulate that, though. Here.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marsh and Arrête.
Go and stop, or start and stop.
It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block.
Interesting.
Marsh. On. Arrête. Off. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Okay. Ah, that's a path, baby. If we can open it. I love how agonizingly slow this is.
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled.
Its purpose? What do you mean?
Moving this container, of course. For this purpose it was built. For this purpose it has acted. And now it will rest.
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Alright, let's press that, right?
The crane does not return to its original position. It does not move at all.
Well, you broke it. Worth it.
Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
Lieutenant, I think there's something special about this container.
Is this like your thing with that wall again?
No, it's totally different. I don't want to paint it. I'm just drawn to it.
There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
I don't know, Kim. It just feels special.
It's a cargo container, Detective, just like all the others.
He doesn't even look at it.
We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to talk to the Union, right?
Hello?
The
Okay.
knot produces a hollow ring of metal. doesn't sound like there's anything inside the container.
Let's take a look regardless.
You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked.
I'm going to try talking to it anyway.
Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Because getting physical wasn't an option.
What wasn't an option?
Using my body over my wits.
Now is not the time to get philosophical, detective. You can do that after hours.
Alright. Nothing more to do here now. Okay, so there's this container we gotta get back to if I get my rhetoric up. That's fun. I was hoping we could drop it on the big fascist, but or even the little fascist, honestly. But so much for that plan. We didn't check out what was up here either.
This is the Night Watchman's booth. The name on the
Oh,
reads,
that could be a lead.
no. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
So this is where Renee works. I'm gonna have a look around.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
I have no reason to take it, but I have no reason to
Let's
take it.
get going. The entire neighborhood can see us up
It
here.
looks like we can come back for it if I need to. Alright.
The chair
Have a
is
rest?
not as austere as the rest of the booth. A thin grey pillow is attached to the seat, secured to the stiles by black ribbons.
Alright. Breathe deep.
Stale air floods through your nostrils. Not a single mote of dust floats inside your lungs, though. The inside of the booth is immaculate.
Got anything good in
The
here?
drawers are empty, save for old timesheets and receipts. One small box, however, does hold some cheap painkillers. They are slightly out of date.
Let's read the side effects.
Oh boy, where to start? Elevated risk
Oh,
of
damn.
cancer, mini strokes, prophet's disease, sudden death, hair death, erectile malfunction,
Not dysfunction, malfunction.
watery blood, black mucus, uncontrollable weeping, increased sensitivity to la opera, inoperable joint disorder, total spinal collapse.
I feel like I don't want to deal with any of those.
Don't think about that. Quick, think about something else.
Jesus Christ, on the elder love the gun. Let's go disco.
Imagined dazzle of light overwhelms any list of potential side effects. Any negative thoughts are drowned out by the fantastic blast of disco.
I'm gonna leave the painkillers. I don't think we need them.
You stand and exit the booth.
Alright, let's grab this stuff or see what is up with stuff. At least 3 packs worth of cigarette butts. Numerous empty bottles of Commodore Red and potent Pilsner. Okay, so it seems like Renee likes to have a good time. Where does this connect? Can I use the stairs? No. Or maybe it's just down to the docks that are inactive, so that's fair. Where's the way back to the office? Here. Okay. So I think it's an office. I don't know what it is. This building here. If someone is in there, I don't want to look completely suspicious with the pry bar. Radio's emitting strange buzzing sounds. Giant aspirin on the pillow and a pattern of coffee rugs on the armrest. We got a book. Standard office file cabinet. Drawers seem to be locked. Interesting.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
Oh, really?
It's unfortunate for the union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Thanks for the backup on that, Kim.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
Let us browse.
Of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara, and the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Anything interesting?
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
It's worth a shot.
Look how blurry all the lines on these papers are.
We landed the thing onto the pavement. I'm not going to get too fussy.
To yourself. You're like an absurdist Samaran monk, focusing through not focusing. Hermeneutics was almost within your grasp, but now only vague letters float before your eyes. Less meaningful, but aesthetically more pleasing.
If I let my eyes go completely out of focus, all shapes start melting into each other.
Is that what you're doing with those folders over there?
Yes.
Right. This is probably not relevant to our case. After all, we're not investigating an accounting mystery.
You never know.
The drawer slides shut smoothly.
Gonna have to remember that. It seems to be something we can come back to. Someone left the coffee machine on. Magnesium. What you got? They shut it on 21? Oh, another postcard. Nice. This is a Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. Every worker equals member of the board is written at the top of the flyers. And at the bottom, the union logo and demand democracy. Doors locked and cannot be opened from the side without a pass card. You have no choice but to talk to the union leader. Or use this handy-dandy pass card. What you got? Oh, we can interact with this. Okay. They said books are for passing time, though. Offers a radical Mazovian perspective on a range of contemporary issues. Hell yes. The king for sale, a pair of white antlers growing out of his head. Okay.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friesel. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover.
Why Friesel?
Because Friesel was incompetent, foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow. It's satire, you see.
Glad we figured that out. Flip through the pages, see what catches your eye.
There aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white. After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections: international developments, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
Let's read the editor's note.
Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, Du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turn to smoke under communism. But, like the structures of capitalist ideology...
Who's that communism rating, baby?
...of going à la fumée...
Communism rating, baby.
...publications which are
Can't
content
talk.
to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel...
Oh, okay, so this is the
...is
smoke.
committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers. Only 4 issues in, and it sounds like they've already alienated their readership.
Tuh.
So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle, the editors.
I'm not a snitch. Play it cool?
You flip back to the front of the magazine.
Alright.
The table of contents unfolds before you.
let's catch up on international
This
developments.
section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations and the Free State of Semenine.
Snooze.
You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border, something about bear wrestling in Samara, book riots in Yugograd. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bear wrestling. Flip back to that.
Absolutely.
It seems to be part of a new public fitness initiative in the People's Republic of Samara, SRV, devised and promoted by none other than President Kanajinsky himself. According to this extremely
Let's go.
account, Uncle Sport, as he's affectionately known to his people, has recently decreed bear wrestling the national sport of the SRV.
Tell me more about this Uncle Sport.
Based on the description in this article, he appears to be an extremely competent and democratically elected president. Sapormat Sport Kanajinsky is well into his third decade as president of
Oh.
SRV. Outside Samara,
No, it's
he's known
Putin.
for three
Okay.
things: brutal repression of internal dissent, monumental corruption,
It's
a
Putin.
near pathological obsession with physical fitness. Son, it's only an obsession if it's unhealthy. And there's nothing healthier than maintaining a sound body. Also, you're forgetting about the mustache.
Also, probably a side of Stalin on that.
Like all Samaran men above the age of 40, President Kanajinsky wears a truly spectacular walrus mustache.
All right, let's get to the bear
It's
wrestling.
quite straightforward.
Pardon me.
A standard match features one man, or in some cases, woman, against one bear.
About the equal opportunity.
Competitors, one ring, 5 rounds, or until incapacitation. According to
Seems
the
a little cool with the
SRV's
bears,
Ministry
but-
of Information, the program has been a tremendous success. Public support stands at 87%, and youth obesity and alcoholism rates are down 12% and 7% respectively. This is the SRV we're talking about. If you think those are the real numbers, there's probably a guy who wants to sell you a bridge in Lachette.
Not sure I trust those numbers.
What are you, a statistician? Did the moral intern send you on a fact-finding mission? This is the SRV party line, comrade.
Any chance our case will take us to the SRV?
The Samaran People's Republic? No, I should expect not. Why do you ask?
I was thinking it might be fun to partake in a bear fight.
I suppose that would be something to see.
Oh, we got an achievement for getting Kim to trust us, so that's good.
You flip back.
And I think my morale went up. Or no, I got a morale healing thing, that's why.
Before you.
Okay. What is Kunst und Kultur?
It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture.
Fair enough.
They decided to title this one section in Valda is beyond you. As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS.
I don't think we've come across anybody who could be CS.
Is a long essay titled Tip Top Tournée, a critical Mazovian perspective. The Tip Top Tournée is an inter-Isolari racing series.
Oh, hell yeah.
Known for its high speeds, ludicrous sponsorship deals, and high death toll.
Woo!
It's held quadrennially on the prestigious Zero Carousel racing circuit.
Alright, let's read the profile of
This
CS.
so-called artist spotlight is really just a brief Q&A, made all the briefer by the subject's evident hostility to her interviewer.
Sounds like my kind of artist. Alright, let's see what these comedies have to say about Tip Top.
You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with some nice anecdotes about a few of the more colorful drivers.
Okay.
Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip Top Tournée.
What's wrong with Tip Top?
Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships.
Fair enough.
Then There's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes.
Okay.
So, all of it, basically.
Alright. Hang on, who wrote this stuff?
Oddly enough, this article has 2 bylines. Nasteb Encolada Bernal and Exilus Buka. There's no way those are real names.
Why aren't they real names?
Have you ever met anyone named Exilus? Come on, they're plainly pseudonyms. More than that, they're likely anagrams.
Oh, really? Well, sponsorships, obviously. Go wrong with a good motor crash. Just keep it. They just keep it interesting.
And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest.
Fair enough.
At the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really watching for.
No, I'm pretty sure I'm looking for the racing.
Sure, you think that, but subconsciously, it's the visions of brand names being...
Okay, I can get behind that. The sponsorship's going up.
It's the stilted language and overconfident tone. That's the real gift.
The passive morale heal is really
reading a recycled
delightful.
University essay. One that could probably use some edits.
Alright. Gonna make a few quick changes.
Armed with the lieutenant's trusty blue pen, you spend entirely too much time striking every meaningless word and unsubstantiated claim you come across. By the time you're finished, the original is nearly illegible.
Sorry about that.
Most people would just write a letter to the editor. Or even better, just leave it be.
Alright. Oh, actually, he'll probably, commiserate with me. Kim, this article says that no one really watches Tip Top Tournay for the races.
Oh, come on. Can this article read your mind?
It seems to think so.
Certain kind of young man reads 1 or 2 books and suddenly thinks he understands the secret structures of reality. If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen...
Yeah, alright, my boy.
Much less a motor race. I take whatever they write with a large grain of salt.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Let's see what they mean by local concerns.
Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dock workers' strike. You skim the headlines. Paint the harbor red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city in revolt. First, we take Martinez. Then we take La Delta. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Capeside Apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants, simply for not
I have a feeling G. Martin is the one who has the apartment in the apartments.
This must be Gaston's handiwork.
Okay. Definitely not killed the communist. Charging rent just to live somewhere is pretty outrageous. Labor and capital reasonable accommodation? No. Charging rent just to live somewhere is pretty outrageous.
Writer G. Martin remarks dryly that capitalists love wealth redistribution, so long as it's only redistributed upward. It's true, the rentiers have been bleeding you dry. You really ought to find your own place one of these days. You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
I feel like we're done here. Okay. Anything else? Oh. Another card. This laminated postcard offers a glimpse across the river. A little more than a decade after the war, the eastern bank is already fully renovated. The hillsides are lush with gardens and residences. Someone's parked a small beige airship by the fountain. This postcard will sell for a pretty penny. 34 of those pennies, actually. Okay, I guess we could try the shift card on the other side. I don't want to have to pry bar that open. Oh! Someone is habitually chilly next to the radio. Oh, because the butt cheeks.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change.
See what happens when you insert 10 cents.
The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move.
Let's dial a random number.
Your fingers run over the dial pad. 005. That's the dialing code for Revachol. 4952. And a moment of hesitation before entering the final numbers. 9.
I didn't think that was going to do anything, but okay.
Calling. Calling. Still calling. Then.
Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental. 10mm film for home use. This is Lamy. How may I help you?
The voice of a youngster on the other end sounds as enthusiastic as that of a man walking towards the gallows.
What is this place?
Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lamy.
Okay. What is this place to me?
I don't know. It's a video rental. Maybe you rent videos here.
Okay. Why did I call you?
You called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period?
Maybe, but I don't even know my name.
If you need any further assistance, you can visit us on the corner of Voyager and Main. I can't help you over the phone. Are we done?
The call is terminated by the other party. You're left with the discomforting sound of the disconnect tone.
I wonder if that gave me a new place to visit, though. Oh, that's the stairs out. Check, okay. We're done with the drawer. Oh, did I check this cabinet? I don't think I did. No, we didn't. Let's see how those look on me. Oh, this has less authority, too. Okay, that might help me out with, what's his futs. Okay, cool. Alright, so we've been pretty good about scanning that. How do I get back up, though? Or I guess we have to go back around the docks and whatnot. We still have to... Well, we did, yeah, we did the... Okay, we did the, we checked the booth. I'm not going to steal the painkillers unless I need to, though. I don't really need to. Or check the photo. It looks like we can come back to that. Alright, so we went around here. I couldn't open the container yet. We didn't really look around up here, though. Hey, look at that thing? I thought we could interact and go in there. There we go. Coffee in the giant thermoses is still lukewarm. Okay. Stairway to pallets leading up. Alright, here's the office. Taxidermy fish that tells time. Alright. I don't know what we're getting into, so safety save. What's up, Outcast? Yep, we are back on that disco, that Elysium.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
Okay.
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
Alright.
With a mixture of expectation and impatience, well bottled.
Are you in charge of the dock workers?
Welcome, Mr. Dubois.
I love his voice.
It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
Alright, hold on, let me get a sip before we continue. He gestures to a tiny chair opposite his giant desk. That's a power play.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez.
The man relaxes into his chair and continues. He's pretty cozy for a union boss.
But unfortunately, my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
Yeah, I guess.
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
Yep, absolute power play.
You go ahead, detective.
The lieutenant nods at you, then the chair.
Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff. You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Why are you calling me Mr. Dubois?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse.
He knows who I am.
As equals. Take a seat. I insist.
Pardon me. Oh yeah, cough drop, so if I sound a little weirder, that's why.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it. Filter it out.
Alright. I don't sit. It's kind of my thing.
Very well.
That is my thing in real life. I don't sit much.
Strong convictions.
As he nods, his multiple chins move like ocean waves.
I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at eye level.
Fair enough.
Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave.
Damn. He's good.
You're no Titan affiliation, buddy. He's got you in a fork. Sit down or leave.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and
Oh, I like the sneaking around to the chair. That's great.
reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
So not only is it a small chair, it's too close to the desk. Let me, try to wink back.
Tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union...
I like that it's, posed as an attempt.
Citizens Militia today?
Let's
The
find.
chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people...
This is the chair that kills you. I've heard about this. I hope we have enough meds to deal with it.
This should take care of that nonsense.
Oh! This will take care of the red? Okay. He points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically
It
huge.
should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
I don't know if it was possible to find this guy on day one, but...
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
Okay. Wait, you know Gart?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
Alright. The thing is, like, I don't want to take it, but it would make my life that much easier not having to deal with it, so... We're not saying anything.
Is there anything you'd like to say to me? Or...
No, it's cool.
Cool? I wouldn't go that far. I'm sure there are cooler things than delivering a comically oversized novelty check to a cafeteria manager. But...
Don't be a fucking pedant.
Cool nowadays. Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
The pawn shop guy said that a woman bought it, and we're thinking the 8th Hardy Boy is a woman. Might have been her.
His slug-like...
I thought it was the woman we talked to in day one, but...
Here is an echo. Lost gun. Lost gun. Lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun. When he said, don't worry, he actually meant, be very worried.
Alright. I'm not worried, I got this.
Are you all right, Harry? You say you got this, but you seem a little anxious to me. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right.
That's not making it sound any better, my dude.
It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local
This motherfucker is good.
right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it.
This
I know
insidious little
it's
shit.
going to be all right.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
This is a long shot, but we have other morale meds.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
So what? Men can cry too.
You want to cry? God, you're weak. Whatever you do, don't cry. He'll think you're disgusting.
Fair enough.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr.
I'm gonna have to buy more meds.
What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Alright.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
The large man snaps his fingers, but to no effect. You're in some stupor. There are no Harrys. Let your mind go to your safe place.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
Let's go for it. No, I'm as good as it gets, Mr. Dubois.
Don't be dramatic. I can see your condition isn't terminal.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Given how I wasted the first day, not really.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions.
Thank you, Kim.
Pertaining to a murder investigation.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions.
Alright. Let's focus on the case. Want to talk about the hanging?
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you.
Okay.
I mean, it's no secret that the lynching...
Oh, it was a secret task. Nice.
So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
I sense there's a but.
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
But?
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
I've opened a few doors in my life.
And I'm sure you're going to open this one with flying colors, Harry. This really is very simple, and there's nothing shady about it.
That's not reassuring.
An excellent opportunity presents itself, sire. You could win the trust of the arch-liar, pretend to play into his hand. Then, should you wish, bend his efforts towards your own.
Alright, why don't you just open it yourself?
I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
I don't know about that.
To send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
Whose door is it?
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
What do you mean by a weasel?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly.
He removes his glasses and rubs his nose.
Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open.
Nope.
It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
He puts his glasses back on. Oh, but you don't even know anything about the
My
hanging.
dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
Alright, we're gonna refuse it for now.
Of course, Harry, I understand. But if that's the case, I don't think we'll ever find your gun. Even worse, we won't be able to speak like equals about the murder. Perhaps
Fair
this
enough.
was just bad timing for you. Know that you can always come back to me. I really hope you do. For your sake, my sake, and for your gun's sake too.
Yes, we both understand what you meant.
Alright. Aren't you gonna ask me how I got in?
Harry, honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age?
I, too, am surprised by the resilience and athleticism of this tool I've been provided
Yes,
with.
Harry. You are obviously in peak physical condition, and I salute both your initiative and your physical prowess. Very impressive, Harry. Very impressive. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
Alright, you called me Mr. Dubois. Why?
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard, I call you Harry.
So that's really my name?
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
I think the odds of that are very low.
It might be a good idea to hide your confusion. I mean, see what his game is first.
I was kind of thinking that, but my memory's fine. I'm just testing you.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently, my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out. With my big fat...
He's trying to suck me into his employ again.
Flow like a river of honey from his lips. I guess word has already reached him. No matter. No harm done. It's just a brown folder. You can't make out what's written on it.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
The lieutenant inspects Everard over his spectacles.
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
Okay. Oh, reading the drawer one actually helped. Where'd you get that folder?
Ah, this? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
Of course he's got fingers everywhere.
This translates into, haha, you guys are so corrupt.
Figures.
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
I'm afraid this is meant for Union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi.
Oh, it's getting
I'm
better.
sure you understand. Please continue, Harry.
I'm gonna go for it.
Everard's
Are you kidding me?
in the folder, but the look on his face says, I know everything about you, Harry.
Fuck. Well, we're sticking with the rolls, so got nothing to hide.
Oh, wow. This is really something.
I'm sure it's not that bad. At worst, he has an old RCM folder, and I very much doubt even that.
So how about it, Harry? You need assistance, I presume?
Talk about other matters for a moment.
Of course, Harry, of course. Let's not linger on personal details and amnesia. You wanted something from me?
Let's talk about my lost gun.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone.
This guy, oh, he's
gun
so
will
good
be
at this. I hate it.
Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
I don't want to give him leads if he hasn't found it. I will not be blackmailed with this gun business.
Harry, I was only trying to be tactful. A lost gun is a dangerous thing. I can't have it around in my neighborhood. Kids could be playing gun roulette with it as we speak. Teenage gangs could be arming themselves.
Apparently, Canada's completing tracking down my gun, or at least getting progress on it.
I assure you, we are working on locating the missing sidearm as well.
Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi. That's excellent news. Looks like we have a friendly gun-finding competition on our hands.
I met Joyce, the company representative.
That's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along.
He adjusts a button on his sleeve.
One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
Just pals?
We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her because you and I are such good friends and I'm helping you find your lost gun. I'm not a jealous guy.
Alright. What happened to the previous negotiator, Mr. Gaumont?
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing.
Oh.
I let him go.
He made concessions for the company in previous negotiations. Why would you let an ally like that go?
He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left.
You called him a midget.
Harry, I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is this? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals.
I can't tell if I'm getting under his skin. I feel like a little bit, but... Alright, Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances.
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
Wait, there
Sure.
was no mention of a casserole from Joyce.
Funny, Joyce didn't mention any casserole.
Harry. Do not fixate on this little matter. Maybe it was a rabbit stew, or a hairdryer, or an iron. The point is, her heart wasn't in it. Mine was.
This particular brand of humor he has, it makes for a fine distraction.
Alright. Why haven't you let her in to see you?
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
Alright. Joyce seems to think the union is lowballing her.
Yes. Low balling, of course. This isn't a casino, Harry. Real people, real livelihoods are at stake here. But everything's a casino for those rich types.
He didn't really change tone, even though the text indicates he should have.
His expression makes it clear. This is childish and irresponsible behavior.
Alright, let's talk about something else.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here.
So we might have some more stuff to throw her way.
This is a completely transparent organization.
Alright.
I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy.
I don't know if I can actually play them off each other, but...
Is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everard doesn't mind.
It is rather interesting.
He refers to himself in the third person?
Each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now.
That you're just trying to suck me in conceptualization. What's in that container that's outside your office?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
There's something special about it. It was attached to the Gavalson crane.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
It's a weird dodge.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
I did try. It didn't work out so well. Alright. I'm going to leave now, but we might talk again later.
You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Great. Wouldn't want to get stuck in here.
Here. You're one of us now. A real red and white union man. Take care, Harry.
So I didn't even have to steal the other one. I don't think we can go back there, but nope, okay. Do a manual save as well. We got an ad coming up. I got like 3 or 4 minutes. At least find my way out of here. I think it was rhetoric I needed to boost to where's the exit? Thoughts? Is it over the pallets? Oh, this was the way we came in. Let's see what else we have in our inventory. Oh, we can level something up too. Let's boost rhetoric, because I'm going to try and get that container open. Actually, let me double check. See if that's the thing. Kuno was empathy, and I can't level that up anyway. Endurance I got a boost too for trying to get that guy down. I'm probably just gonna buy the book. We can't redo it yet, but it is rhetoric. Okay. Suggestion was for the cryptid thing. I think I might just boost endurance for now. I just gotta remember rhetoric and suggestion for later. There we go. Okay, that's the okay, that's the floor sticking out. I got it now.